Hello, stream. We are about to go live. Let me know how the mic sounds before we really do it live.
Check, test, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Mini Beach.
Hello, Pat
Sounds good.
O'Malley.
All right. We're about to run it.
Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. We are here down live at Galloping Ghost Productions at day number 2 of the annual T20 tournament. Players are here in force, setting scores in the 20 games that we have selected for the main tournament.
That was perfect. I couldn't hear the ghost intro, and I timed it perfectly, so I'm sorry. I'm feeling myself a little on that one. That was tight.
I would. You can expect nothing less than perfection from Tommy Waffles.
On certain things. That was in my wheelhouse, I guess. I've done it probably 500 times. So
I would say at least that.
Yeah. What up, Paul, Roger, Retro K? What up?
Jim.
Oh, yeah, you can see kind of the remnants behind us. He's in pieces.
Scott Lambert of the Underground Retrocade, what is up? Thank you for being here, man. Pyro Pancreas, A-Train, Bad News to Cruise, Mad Creek of Chicago. Thank you all for joining us.
What's up, guys?
The side tournament, currently I don't see anybody on any of the side tournament games.
They need a breather. I think they need a breather right now.
I saw King working on Dance Dance Revolution Max.
Yes.
7th mix.
Yes.
How good is that?
Shall we go over the game list real quick?
Let's look at that game list.
Going to go ahead and transition over here, guys. Here, let me pop this out for Doc.
We've got
That's still kind of
the
small.
20 games. I know what they are.
Okay,
I can see them. I can tell from just a sliver of the marquees. Starting off with Orrail, which we spent a little bit of time on this morning. We had fix the monitor a little bit, gave that a rejuvenation, straighten out that yoke. The last tech that worked on that, I shake my head.
SMH. Yo, Scott J, thank you for the super chat, sir.
Thank you, man. So Orrail looking great. Blackheart Choplifter in its new original dedicated cabinet.
Yeah.
Edward Randy, the cliffhanger, which we recently saw the talent GGA Jeremiah streaming. Heavy Unit, which is new to the tournament. High Seas Havoc. Joust 2. Knuckle Bash. Outrageously rare, unreleased prototype, Marble Madness 2,
Yes,
Marble Man.
We'll have a little gameplay for that for you guys and a little story about that game to talk about in a bit here.
Phantasm, Pole Position 2, another new to the tournament game, Quarth, which love that game. Been sitting in the vaults for quite a while. Rescue, which again we have to thank Scott Lambert of the Underground Retrocade for hooking us up with that side art. Shenryu, which was donated to us from our friend from Ireland who travels in once a year.
Okay.
And we have Silent Hill.
Woo! You heard it here.
It's the arcade, which is looking better than ever.
Absolutely insane.
We have to give a huge shout to Mark Lafredo, who long ago, Midway legend Mark Lafredo, you might know him from the NARC Developers Day. He was out here for that. One of the hardware guys who did so much on so many Midway projects. And he was also the guy that played Mr. Big and the Dose Loft Gang member.
Yes. Everyone always asks about that that head that we made up at the display case. That's an eye catcher for sure. Very, very cool.
That is Mark.
We got a couple of we got the big painting above in the arcade. We got a lot of love for Narc here. I wonder why.
A pretty pivotal game. But Mark Lafredo had donated a 39-inch monitor. And the big problem with Silent Hill was that it was on a projection. One of the big problems with Silent Hill, I should say, minus the hardware that it's on, minus the outrageously rare guns and the unfortunateness that people damage said guns. But then, even when everything was running right, that monitor, that 50-inch projection monitor, never looked great. And that 39-inch monitor went in, and it has never looked so good.
Yes.
Huge shout. Brandon Diaz, our lead artist and engineer over at Galloping Ghost Productions, got that cabinet all together. So it is looking great now. Very excited when that goes back down to the arcade floor. You've never seen Silent Hill looking this good and outrageously rare. And we have direct capture.
Do a little sneak peek.
Let's give a little sneak peek of what they're going to see on some Silent Hill direct capture.
Yes. We got Stephen Lucas playing right now. You can kind of see like the cool little environmental droopy rags in the background. Very, very awesome. We'll do I'll kind of extend the camera and kind of show you guys off the cabinet as a whole in a bit.
What would you think about, look at Stephen Lucas standing there in Silent Hill like that. Like, that's how he would be in Silent Hill, hand on the hip, walking around with the gun.
Not impressed.
Not impressed.
So not impressed.
Who's that? Pyramid Head? Putting a few rounds into Pyramid Head.
Here, let me see if I can get some audio, because I do have audio for this game, guys. Give me 1 second here. Be patient with me, stream. I just lost my mouse. Okay. Let me know how that sounds, guys. You might be able to hear this a little bit as Steven is here playing.
Steven's gun handling skills there. What do you think of that?
I think we need to take him to the range.
Steven putting on the show, waiting for the next horror to approach him.
Yeah.
Hand on the hip. He's at the ready there.
Yeah, Joe, like I said, man, we'll show off the cab. Very, very proud of the work that Doc and Brandon were able to put into this. Absolutely insane. Working on it all week. It's so cool to see this working better than ever. It's awesome. Sound, monitor, like everything is so good, guys.
This our third Silent Hill cabinet that we've had.
Yeah, we brought them all together. They were the Triforce, or with the trifecta of Silent Hill cabs. They all came together to make this the glorious Boss Silent Hill cab.
Forest of Wires, what is up, man?
Yo, what's up, Forrest? What's up, man? Just showing off a little T20 Silent Hill action. We're going to be going back to go over the rest of the games here, though, guys. For those of you that just are joining us here, I'm going to go ahead and mute this. Are you guys able to hear that Silent Hill audio just a little bit? I got a bit of a interesting setup here going, because that's like across the room.
How good is it that we have Silent Hill on direct capture? Again, all thanks to Waffles for putting it all together for everybody to enjoy.
Very fun. It's cool, you know, figuring things out. And
you know, we got Forest of Wires in the stream chat. I got to tell you, man, watching your stream lately, absolutely amazing. Make sure you are following Forest of Wires. There's not a ton of people that we recommend that you follow. The King Can Black Man right over there is one. Forest of Wires puts on a show, man. Make sure you're following him, too. Continuing on with the games of T20.
Yes. Where we leave off on? Was it Silent Hill?
Silent Hill. Right. So we then have Spinal Breakers, followed by Super Punch-Out, Swimmer, Thunder Blaster, and then Zybots, rounding it all out.
Has Zybots... I feel like that was kind of out of left field. I mentioned it. Doc said, like, he was thinking of that exact game. I don't know. Something just spoke out to me. I was doing a lap around the arcade the other day. I'm like, This game would actually be like kind of sick.
Was over at the back of Gamma, which is there's a lot of control panels over there, and I saw the spare Zybots controller setup that we have, and it's like, wow, what a fun game. So it was on my mind. Very awesome that it's very underrated and way ahead of its time. Zafwat is up T20 in full force, day number 2.
Yes. Now we got a side tournament this year, unlike last year.
The side tournament, absolutely. We didn't have a side tournament last. Oh yeah, just because we had 23 games in.
And new games. That was a doozy. That was crazy.
So this side tournament, we heard all the pleas for a side tournament. So we were like, all right, well, size this up and let's bust out some unusual games. 2 games not on the arcade floor. The one that you might maybe know, the First Funky Fighter, who our good friend Yoshi helped bring this cabinet in from Japan. And how insane to have an original dedicated First Funky Fighter cabinet. We had the board, and it was like, I had only seen the art of the game. I had never played it, and I was like, wow, we got to figure out what this game is even. And then a full cabinet popped up, had it brought in from Japan for everybody to enjoy. So amazing. I love the cabinet artwork. The guy, the main character, he's so angry. He has a problem with everybody, and he's taking it out on everybody and everything. Next up, game number 2 in the side tournament for the T20. DDR Max 2, 7th mix. How many times did we hear, oh, Galloping Ghost won't ever put up a rhythm game. Yeah, they don't like rhythm games. Oh, they'll never get Dance Dance Revolution. I've heard it so many times. I've seen so many people say it. Don't listen to anybody unless it's coming out of an official member of Team Galloping, from Galloping Ghost. And even then, sometimes you hear some of the people say, even some of the members, unless you're hearing it from like the top. You never know what's going to happen. Pat, that's true. It's not on the arcade floor. Will it ever be? Oh, we have it. The whole point of all these games is to share them all with everybody, right? Isn't that the point?
That's the point. We want to share. I want to see. Actually, I got my wish. We saw Stephen Lucas on Dance Dance Revolution, so I need to.
Stephen Lucas, so fun to watch playing all the games here at T20.
He's one of my favorite players, man. That's why
he's
I always
amazing.
gotta hype him up. Hailing in from Springfield, the passion. Another, running the Crimey-Cade on Twitch. It's very, very good stuff.
There's another guy you should be following.
Yeah.
Follow Stephen Lucas right here on Twitch at
Rap Sheet.
At rap_sheet.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following him too.
Keeping you up to date on all the arcade news. We got I guess I can pan over to Dance Dance Revolution here for you guys real quick, and then we have some Marble Madness and we had already shown Silent Hill action direct capture for you, but let me pan over here real quick.
Final game in the side tournament is none other than Fighting Mania. Outrageously rare. And we got to give huge shout outs Jason Headlam, who did the repair on this one. It's got a PCI card. What is it? PCI MA card in it. that is temperamental. And it's been floating around for the longest time. And spent a little bit of time on it and never got it running. Doug was working on it, never got it running. We finally were like, we've been working with Jason on a few things. This is right up his alley. Tagged him in on it, and he got it running like nothing.
Here, Josh, pick up the glove. Pretend to shoot. Or shoot. Yeah.
So these pads swing out.
Perfect.
And it's more of a timing thing than a hitting it hard. We enter a binding contract when you are playing this game where if we see you hit this too hard, we're going to return the favor. Because this is not a game that's meant to be test your strength on. This is about hitting it in proper timing.
That's good.
Very, very worried about this game. This is one that screams of issues like, you remember when we had Metal Gear on the arcade floor?
There's remnants of memory in my brain there. It wasn't there for too long. I think
you're right. It did not take long for people to.
It pieced out because it switched a couple spots. I know it was in where, because the layout of the arcade has changed so much since I started. It was maybe there for a year. I don't know. I remember the goggles having issues constantly. The gun, obviously, there was just too many peripherals to like for kids not to want to destroy. But it was so cool. I remember. I think I want to say maybe I just made this up in my head, but I think I gave a ghost coin to someone who actually I saw run through the entire game and beat it. Because it's always so cool when I see people do that. Because believe it or not, given how the arcade is structured, people's attention span doesn't really last too long on a certain game. So when someone sits down and actually plays through the entire thing, people come in and, I just played through all of Castlevania. Like, that's so sick. I didn't even know that there was, it had RPG elements where you can kind of upgrade your characters and stuff. So they were explaining that to me, which is kind of a blow up since I worked there. But I love that type of stuff, Very, very cool. But let's.
I saw Steven Lucas on Fighting Mania, and he was doing it perfect. It was just the right amount. He was playing it. He was doing great on it. But total respect for that cabinet. So huge props to Steven Lucas.
It might be. You were right. It might be a tumor. I should get it checked. Thank you. Steven Lucas? Best Fighting Mania player? I don't know. Should we see? Should we see who's the best Fighting Mania player is at the arcade?
Let's look at some standings.
All right. Give me a sec here. Boys. All right. What do we got here? I think this should change it. Yes, it will. Okay, cool. So we've got side tournament first or main tournament? I guess side tournament since we were talking about it. So I'll kind of guide you guys through what you're reading here. Actually, let me adjust this camera here so you guys can kind of see. All right, there we go. Anyone in red is not qualified, so to qualify, you just have to put a score in every single game that's in that tournament. Pay no attention to the points. That is just a cumulative score across all the games. So, if you have like a Giga Wing in there, like just for argument's sake, it's not in this tournament, but that has like quadrillion points, right? Someone does really well, but does crappy in all the other ones, they might be first place points-wise, but their rank across the other games, the average rank across the other games is worse than all the other players. But in this case, Jacob Grimm is for his first place and also just has the highest amount of points with a 206 million.
That DDR score pretty high there.
Rank 111. Very good stuff. I saw some pretty
7 million on Fighting Mania is pretty good too.
Yeah, I think he is kind of. It's interesting to see the development of the ecosystem that is the T20 tournament. Guys come in and they're kind of looking around. Day one, you're getting a feel of what's going on in this tournament. you know, scoping out the competition, you know, getting a solid game plan, because it's very much a time management. It's very much about time management as well. You know, he's a first funky spider player.
Unless you're king, where I think you're just here to play DDR.
Dude, like I said, bright eyes. As soon as he saw it, I think a lot of people gravitated towards that. You know, it's something that is. Oh, we got an alt raid. Thank you, Forrest Wires, for the alt channel raid. I heard, Forrest. I was real quick. Sidebar. You were saying that you edit on your alt channel. I think that's dope. I'm definitely gonna tune into one of those because I could learn a thing or two. Love the stream, man, and I appreciate the raid. That was awesome. But yeah, it turns out Kiwi's a pretty good. Kiwi is like his tag. Pretty good Dance Dance Revolution player, and the Fighting Mania.
T20 is so awesome. We got so many people in from out of town, out of state, out of the country.
Yeah, you can actually see kind of where some of these people are hailing from. We got Tracy Glebe all the way from the UK today. I know we have one other out-of-town guest, or out-of-country guest, which is Pearl, hailing in from Canada. And speaking of Pearl, so you go over the main tournament standings. In second place right now, and it is quite close.
It is a 16-point variance, or 14-point.
Yes.
And that can change so quick. You've got some pretty big names that haven't qualified yet.
Yeah.
And that can push some people down. That can shift some numbers around.
Yeah, I think guys were.
You got Ben Falls. You've got Claudio Capello, Jamie Tibbetts, John Liming yet to qualify.
Yes.
Brian David.
John
King.
Liming, always kind of a dark horse in these tournaments. Pearl as well. A lot of, you know, kind of the gamers come out of the woodwork for this competition every single year. I think this is the first tournament I've seen Ben Falls participate in, so excited to see what he could do. But your Zurst, your Gamer of the Year, third, two-time Gamer of the Year. I don't know what to say to that. I want to show off some gameplay though of. Oh, is anyone on Marble Madness? No, we can check if anyone's on Silent Hill, and then if not, it doesn't look like it. Okay, all right. This is the risk and reward of streaming at T20. You know, sometimes guys are taking breaks. This is a 12-hour day, by the way. We're here from 10 to 10. Guys literally were outside the door at like 9:45 this morning.
They were ready to go.
And like, okay, Ben Falls last night went to the arcade after to play some Skyskipper. I'm just all like, you guys are monsters. I respect it. Oh, he just got off Fighting Mania. Dang it. Josh, play Fighting Mania. Play Fighting Mania. Yeah, we'll show it off.
The hype man. Don't hit him hard. Have you played it? All right. The hype man stepping up. Too hard. So we got this, and it is outrageously rare. Had an LCD in it when we got it. And we're looking at it, and it was like, this isn't right. Is this all factory? Opened it up. Saw a custom LCD mount. We're like, that's not going to work. Tore all that out. Reinstalled a beautiful NOS monitor. This one brand new in the box. Went in this cabinet. "30 strikes." The 100 crack fist of the North Star.
You win. I can't let you worthless dogs live.
It is definitely a game that we worry about.
Southern Cross. Just as you have cornered your swarm. Well, the more the merrier. Go!
This was one, I played this once back out in the wild long ago. It was one I was very happy to get. But again, it falls under the Metal Gear Arcade dilemma of this would not survive on the arcade floor. So we're going to have to come up with some sort of solution. Right there, they're showing you the move, so you're doing bottom, yeah. They show you a pattern of how they want you to strike. And then the single punch. He got him. Going into round 3. Orlando, not sure how many of these are out there. I know
Shin was once a formidable.
Chunks. Yeah, I think probably a lot of them, the card that runs the game would often corrupt. And because of that, I think a lot of people were kind of lost on. So often what happens when it comes out and then the game goes bad, people, if they've made their money back on them, they kind of like, oh, I'm going to get rid of this because what can you really use out of it? You're not going to convert it to something else. If its earnings had gone down, they probably had just moved it out, got rid of them. No. What'd he get? What'd he get?
That was crazy. Hopefully you guys can hear that.
Pretty good. Josh putting on the show. The hype man. What do you think is the game of the tournament so far? When we'll separate main tournament and side tournament because
Okay. I think Korth is getting some pretty high praise. Very original game. Maybe we'll set that up tomorrow for a direct capture. That would be a pretty cool game to see. I've been hearing great things about Marble Man too. People really try to play Silent Hill. I don't know. I think it's either Korth or Marble Man 2, probably.
Korth, I remember Jamie Tibbetts came up to me and he's like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this game Korth?" And I was like,
I heard him talking to you about it yesterday. He's like, he was looking for it for a minute.
I think he was saying for 5 years he's been looking. He was like, I think I told him no. I was like, Korth? What's Korth?
Here,
But we had it in the vaults for a few years, I'd say. A-Train loves Swimmer. That was... We're kind of going over game candidates, and I was like, Tom, what would you think about Swimmer? And Tom was just like, yes, 100%. Great game. That cabinet artwork on that one, another original dedicated cabinet. Absolutely love it. John Liming there. Jamie Tibbetts on Korth. Fat Chris on our original dedicated choplifter cabinet. Love that new cabinet that we've got for it. It has that classic Sega grid pattern on it, but blue. Kind of like what the Master System game cartridges had going on a lot of the covers. Reverend, we brought out an Ocean Hunter just for the fun of it. It's tripping one of the breakers, so we were going to put that in as just kind of a Vault Series game. Milestar Marble Madness 2. Marble Man. Jolt moving Silent Hill not too bad. It breaks down. The front gun pedestal and then the monitor section, and then there's a small spacer, the header. So it breaks down into quite a few pieces. All the artwork is there. Again, we had the Well, even this was another cabinet. This is our third Silent Hill cabinet. Our first one we got from Japan. Our second one we picked up from Ohio. And then the third one brought in from Japan as well. It arrived, and it was funny. It did not have the Fresnel lens on it. And they had sent kind of a replacement, but not the original one. And it was kind of like, yeah, what do we do here? Then I remembered that monitor that Mark Lafredo had so generously donated to us. And it is not, there's not many times that we opt to change something that's original dedicated, but you've got a projector screen, and it's one of those where it does not work after 40 years. If you're running it and playing it, it's kind of like laser discs. They just burn up after a while.
Which game?
Silent Hill.
Oh, yeah.
And also here, it's rough because we have to figure out how to handle the guns on the cabinet because we've lost a gun or two. They're basically unobtainable light guns. The keypad on it, people had picked those keys off over the years, so very problematic cabinet as well. But it's never looked better, at least for the time being.
Yeah, it's man, it's awesome.
You got Zurst on High Seas Havoc.
Our current gamer of the year.
Jim, we do have the Sega R360 on our list already.
Yeah, it's available today.
Playable today.
As long as someone else is working. We need
Yeah, maybe not the best. Maybe not today. That was our
schedule an appointment on Facebook. Message us on Facebook.
Our 10-year anniversary game.
Yeah,
that
was
was
awesome.
a big unveil.
Yeah, very, very cool.
There was some trickery going on with. We had a different cabinet to be unveiled for that Monday mystery. Then we took the walk.
Yeah, we kind of I remember we played a trick on the stream or something like that, and what I mostly remember is having pretty much no internet, or it was basically a tornado outside. Something was coming through Brookfield, but we made it happen. Yeah, it's kind of a packed house, James. Everyone's here gaming. This is the long stretch day. 12 hours of T20 gaming.
James from the Vintage Vault. I got to make it out there. Make sure you're following him on Facebook. Amazing arcade. What a lineup of games he's got.
Yeah.
Just absolutely insane. A lot of rarities. Definitely a hardcore collector.
Yeah, our 360 is one of those games where we anyone that comes in and does an interview for like Joel said, CBS, any local news station, it's something we would definitely show off. I mean, it was definitely on the collector's call. Guys talked about that. that Primal Rage 2, Marble Man 2 will probably be on that, or Marble Madness 2 will probably be on that list now.
This is definitely not the game I want to be playing right now.
There's Todd Pepin. You Twitch chatters know the man. That is his game, his kingdom.
Some said it would never happen. TDR, how many people I've heard, oh, Doc hates those rhythm games. Do you hear that one ever?
Once or twice.
Hayden, do you think you'll ever see more linked games at GGA? That's all a space thing and a little bit of a psychology thing. Because driver games that are linked, people never get off them when they're linked. You get so many people that's all they'll play. There's so many great games. It's kind of like we would see it with our when we were doing the console, the CACs. People would go to the arcade and just play those console cabinets.
Uh-oh. That might have been me back in 2011. My bad, guys. I ruined it for you guys. But it got me here, so that's okay. I'll take it. Sorry for everyone else.
We still have them.
We still got them. Yeah. Well, I was going to say that the swimmer cap is beautiful, but you probably have something cooler to say?
I'm now thinking, Pan saying that I hate Double Dragon 3.
I haven't heard that in a while, or I might just not be reading the Twitch and YouTube and Facebook chat.
I don't feel it's a good game. I feel, and to the point where I don't believe it deserves to be on the arcade floor presently. It's funny, the big saving grace of that game is the pay-per-play model where you can just buy moves. Because that was the absolute worst. That was so bad to me. It's like I want to do an elbow, and you want me to pay a quarter to be able to do an elbow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like you want a weapon?
So how would that work in the free-to-play model? You would just press start again, or press the coin button again?
Something.
I guess, yeah, that's
you could just
crazy.
credit feed it. So it's
how does scoring work on that? How many do you get to start off with?
I don't believe there's a score on it, so it's just.
That's hilarious.
You could do single credit. You could do where you just no special moves.
Yeah, I guess there'd be different track types, because I assume you have an well, now I'm so curious about this game. Wait a second.
It is so you take one of my favorite IPs of ever, such an amazing. Double Dragon really changed the arcade scene. And then playing 2 in the arcade. And it's like, oh, I love playing Double Dragon. Oh, they're going to kidnap Marion again? Okay. And they just gun her down in the streets. Absolutely an insane thing to see as somebody just in an arcade growing up. You grew up quick in the arcades when Double Dragon 2. Showing you what life was all about. Sometimes, gang, they're not out to kidnap her. This isn't some Mario, oh, the princess is getting kidnapped again. She'll be fine, but no, they just shoot her dead in the streets.
That was when I first saw that, my jaw was on the ground. That was crazy. There was no ESRB ratings or whatever back then, so a 6-year-old is just like, wow, this game looks cool. Oh my god.
So, again, the guy who created that also made Road Blaster, our 1000th game, where it's just like, let's kill our girlfriend off. That would make me angry enough to go out and hurt some people. That's a good. I like it. I like it.
Is that
But
why
Double
the-
Dragon.
I was gonna say, is that why the arcades were so smoke-filled? All the 10-year-olds who had just witnessed that murder in Double Dragon 2, they had to start smoking.
It was some
only way to
rough
cope.
years.
Yeah.
Transformers, the movie coming out,
Oh, God.
watching all the things that happen in that.
No, I think great. I mean, amazing crowd views. It's I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you can put it back on us. Yeah, that's cool. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
But Double Dragon 3, they took this wonderful IP and just kind of like turned it into something that it wasn't. It was, let's add all these other characters and you're paying for moves now. Just kind of lost it for me. And then Bad Control. The art, I don't think, did it any favors either. But in the history of gaming, those microtransactions introduced right there, we'll see. Maybe one day it'll end up on the floor, but hopefully not.
Ooh, is someone playing Silent Hill here? For any new chatters, let me see what's up.
Silent Hill. No, this is not emulation. Emulation is something you won't see here. All real hardware.
Be right back, guys. I'm going to reset the capture card on Silent Hill. I think someone's playing it right now. We can show it off a little bit. And Marble Madness, actually. We can do both.
Jimbo Slice, what is up, man? Just watching the fact that Marble Madness 2 is sitting right over here. The fact that Silent Hill is up and running, looking nice. That's John Liming playing Silent Hill. Pan Marble Man might be back by Monday. We'll still be wrapping up. Like everything's obviously here down at the production offices, but Mondays Usually pretty busy, so we'll see though. Some stuff will be making its way back pretty quick. Like Silent Hill might not make it back to the arcade floor for a little bit.
Update on some standings. Let's see what's going on here. Give it a refresh. Ooh, that 16-point difference grew a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
About 24 now.
24.
Let's see what was done recently here. We had a second place High Seas Havoc score from Justin. Went from 8th to 2nd. Okay. And that was it. That's what pushed him over a little bit.
Marble Madness 2. Marble Man made it to the arcade floor. Is game number 1050.
Yes. Jay. Ooh, Fat Chris is back on it.
Here at the largest arcade in the world.
Yeah, speaking of Pearl, he actually, did you mention that? The max out, I mean, you guys can see it, but he maxed it out. That was a 1cc here. Can show you guys some Marble Madness 2 scores. We got a maxed out score right there. Very, very good stuff to Pearl. Got some cool live footage of that as well, so we'll be able to post that up. He kind of came in here, his second attempt at the game, 1cc'd it, and he told me last night, I think I'm ready to max this out. And I hit him up. I'm like, yo, let me know. We'll get that on camera, and it was awesome. So shout outs to Pearl. Let's see what else is going on here.
Good to see Larry Brocky in the tournament.
Yes. Larry Brocky, I gotta adjust. We had a pole. We were doing pole position 2. We were tracking the Fuji track, but we switched it up yesterday, very, very, very early, like an hour into the tournament. We're like, now we're gonna do Seaside. So that's why you see 2 of these pole position 2 scores here. Just gotta edit that out. Larry Brocky is a Galaga World Championship qualifiee. Did it here at the Galloping Ghost in 2017. I think he was like 15 or something like that. Absolutely insane. Got some rank 1s here. We got rank 1 and Super Punch Out. He is a Nintendo arm wrestling player. I think he's got the top score in that as well, so that kind of makes sense. We got Fat Chris in the tournament. You guys saw him on.
He was coming in just to play some Spinal Breakers.
I think he wanted to throw in a wrench, and you can see right here on his first playthrough, because he sent me a picture, because I'm like, yo, this score's legit. He upped his personal best, so that'll be that's awesome. Well, that's actually already in Orcade. Very, very cool. He had his eyes on the prize right there. I think that was his first playthrough. Oh, what up, Lord BBH? Hello, sir. See if I hear someone shooting. We might have we got Fat Chris on Silent Hill. Let's go ahead and change it up. Let me change this. Fat Chris.
Yeah, we definitely aren't selling any cabinets off the arcade floor currently.
You guys should be able to hear that Silent Hill audio. I tucked a little microphone into the speakers. Yeah, we just missed John Liming. John Liming actually has the world record in this game, or the arcade world record. Pretty much any Lycon game in the past, at least 2-3 years, he takes. Virtua Cop, I believe, was here last year. He took. Don't know what we had the year before that. John Liming, if you guys aren't frequent visitors of the Monday Mystery stream, came in Memorial Day weekend to do the. He had the world record on Galaga, the marathon settings for about 2 days, and then that community is absolutely insane, and I think someone took it back shortly after, but I think that was like an 18-hour run or so. Hater Check. I've heard that this is actually kind of like a combination of a couple Silent Hills. Music from 2. I guess a mix match of enemies. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Silent Hill might have froze. Running into the issue every so once in a while, but I mean, a quick reset usually does the trick. Still working out some kinks on the game. Just reset it. Open up the coin door, leave it off for 5 minutes, revisit it. When you turn it back on, if it gives you a Yeah. 5 minutes to start. Thank you.
Orlando asking you a question.
Orlando, how long have you been at the GGA? Let's see. How long have I been at the Galloping Ghost Arcade? I've been working here for 9 years. And then, but I first started coming here in December of 2010, so the opening year. Pretty much what happened was I'd pretty much be going over to GGA Phil Pops' house on a weekend basis, like literally every single weekend, or vice versa. He'd come by me, and we just take Ogden Avenue, and they're like, yo, what is this? This is pretty crazy. So, yeah, I remember December 2010 was the first time we came here. Doc had the Street Fighter 4 showcase. And, dude, I mean, I met Uday Kumra, who basically taught me how to play fighting games, owner of the Headless Horseman. Definitely check them out. And kind of the rest is history. Doc put out the MK9 cabinet in April of 2011. Phil Pops and I decided to take MK a little serious because we had played Armageddon and all those other 3D fighters. MK versus DC kind of casually, and that was a pretty eventful summer. Kind of chilling just right now, guys. We got Marvel Man 2 and Silent Hill on direct capture. Silent Hill's doing a quick little reset, and people taking a break from Marvel Man 2 right now. We got the standings right here. This is what you guys are looking at. Ooh, I thought Liming was about to step up. The great origin story. Yeah, I mean that's a TLDR. Sprinkle in some awesome trips nationally, playing Mortal Kombat 9, my favorite fighting game, one of my favorite games of all time. Hanging out with the guys, it was a good time. Very good time. 2016, A-Train, are you talking about like the year that I started? I remember the week I started, the Cubs were in the World Series, and I worked what I thought was the slowest day ever at the arcade, which was Game 7. I think we had like maybe 7 people at the arcade that day, which is insane. But it makes sense. Everyone was just glued to their televisions. I think we even threw it up on the computer because it was pretty historic. I was there with I forgot who I was there with. I was there with someone. I was still training. Yeah. So it was 2016, November.
Main man fan, what is up? T20 underway.
Aaron, want to do another crowd shot, I guess? Yeah, I'll do another one. Whenever you're ready, no rush.
So historically, Zurst, he's won 9 T20s.
Yeah, no, 9. There have been 10.
There have been 10. There's been one non-Zurst. He didn't compete that year.
Gonna take you guys around for a ride, kind of give you the layout here. We got Aaron Ozins, DJ Tetsujin, I believe is his Twitch name. Another streamer. He was streaming last night. Another guy who got here at like 9 a.m. yesterday, and he closed the arcade with me. So, some absolute gamers.
Traveling in from Ohio.
Yes.
With his wife, and they don't get to play this every day.
No. Yeah, A-Train. I don't think pretty much after that I was done following Chicago sports. The only reason I was ever interested was because like college roommates and stuff. Now my main media is like watching Twitch and some Netflix.
Heard a new patch drop for MK1.
Yeah, there's a lot of not drama, but a lot of talk on the internet about it. Just in time for Final Combat. Interesting timing, to be honest, because like Evo is not like the end all, like the end of like the tournament roadmap for these games anymore. Each developer kind of has their own like sponsored tournament. Mortal Kombat is the Final Combat, and dropping a patch right before the biggest tournament of your game's life is. I think it catches some of the top players off guard, especially when they've been training for so long. Luckily, they have a long enough break to kind of develop new strategies and stuff, but it's crazy. Dude, Rav Runner, that's what I'm saying. Milestar, yes. So it's only 2 buttons. Dio, you get access to all three shots. You get spread, lightning, and missiles, and then all 3 bombs, obviously. It's got like a Street Fighter layout, like button layout. This one, you only get 2. You get your primary weapon and then bomb, and then you can kind of like pick up your lightning, your missiles, or your spread. But Doc was saying it was not the who did Dio? Is that wasn't Taito? I don't know. I have the encyclopedia right in front of me. American Sammy. Oh, well. I would never have guessed that. Athena? Oh, okay. Oh, Dio only has 2 buttons in Japan. Oh, interesting. That's actually pretty
on the Sega STV hardware.
Mm. We got former Gotti Tibbets there playing some Edward Randy. Jeremiah was shown playing that maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago,
3
maybe.
weeks ago? Interesting scoring in that game.
We got 2 Jamie's right there. We got Rescue. It's art done by Larry Day, which will be teased you guys with a trailer. We did a podcast with him and Jeff Lee that's coming out somewhat soon. We're kind of editing it down, adding some nice visual aids to kind of help the conversation flow. But it's going to be awesome. I was very, very happy we were able to grab Larry. I think he's from Colorado, so got him while he was here. Got Tracy.
A lot of great stories from him.
Yo, yeah, dude. Like they are. It's so cool getting the inside scoop on what the industry was like back in the day.
Yeah, that's the first time I'd ever heard of an out-of-house cabinet artist who'd never even seen the game that he was designing artwork for.
They gave him the shortest answer to one of the most difficult questions, I would imagine, from his point of view, as the artist who's supposed to create this, like the curb appeal for the game. Like, it's not going to earn. The art looks so crappy, but he did a great job. You got Claudio Capello, your newest lifetime member here. Thunder Blaster, oof. That could have been in the side tournament. Maybe not. we got some Stephen Lucas action here on Marble Madness. Maybe we'll switch to that here in a second. Larry Brockie on Knuckle Bash. This is the token beat 'em up here.
Again, we want to thank all the players that have traveled out to be in this tournament. Huge thanks to Waffles, who's been running it nonstop since days before.
You gotta take it day by day. You know, it's had plenty of help though. I've had plenty of help. I've barely been putting in any scores, to be honest. That's been pretty much everyone else been answering questions and helping adjudicate or officiate, I guess, rules. But it's been a lot from, David.
Aaron, Christina.
Yeah, Aaron, Christina. Sorry, Josh. Yeah, it's a whole team effort here. So.
Kelly, thank you for that. This Wednesday, the 15-year anniversary of the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We opened our doors August 13th, 2010.
Steven's playing on player 3 for some reason. I don't know. That player 2 is working pretty nice. There's no player differences either. I think they all are the exact same, so maybe he just likes the color red. We will see you there on Wednesday, Jimbo. Every single anniversary, we kind of set aflame the signal fires to all the former Gottis to come on out and, say a word or two on stream and help induct the newest member. Ooh, A-Train's got this is a little fun fact. Maybe saving the memory banks for trivia. I know it.
A-Train, what day of the week was the opening day back in 2010? It was Friday the 13th.
Yes, sir.
Can't beat that.
I think, was last year's anniversary on Friday? Or on a Saturday? Shoot, I forget. Okay, when you see that, you have to be ready for it. Do an on and off real quick. Yeah, that's the hot reset. Hello, Kelly. Wednesday, 5 p.m. Normal stream time start. Sounds about right.
Yeah, we were going to open on the 14th. And then we knew we wanted to do, we weren't sure if we were going to do like a midnight opening, and then the line was already so long. We're like, no. We're doing this Friday the 13th.
And you guys were open 24 hours?
And we went 24 hours.
Yeah.
I think we went 48 hours for the opening night.
That's crazy.
Nights.
Was Jimbo there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I remember the...
Yeah, do you remember any familiar names, any familiar faces there was there day one?
I don't remember his name, but I went up to unlock the doors, and I was going to say a word or two. And the first guy, actually it was the third guy in line, had a Galloping Ghost shirt on.
What? Oh, he made it?
He made it.
That's
He
tight.
had it printed up. It was a white shirt. And on the back it said, "The Galloping Ghost Arcade is happiness is the Galloping Ghost Arcade."
That's awesome.
So that guy got brought in as the first player at the Galloping Ghost Arcade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If you're looking for merchandise, hit up gallopingghost.reproductions.com. That's our printing company. So shirts, hoodies, hats, stickers, whatever you're looking for, you'll find on Galloping Ghost Reproductions. So check that out. So we will be back tomorrow streaming more as well. We'll announce the winner at about, I think we're closing this up at 3 p.m. tomorrow. So join us earlier. Maybe we'll start streaming around noon or 1. Or who knows? Who knows? Then we've got on Monday our Gamer of the Year, our anniversary stream. That'll be starting at 5 p.m. That is going to be, as always, we get usually a lot of our Gamers of the Year come in. And join us for that. Yeah, why not? So Monday stream, we'll be there with some form of Monday mystery. Oh, is it the start of the Vault series? Who knows? Who knows? And Wednesday, the anniversary stream. And then Thursday, the talent GGA Jeremiah. Maybe we'll be down here. Maybe we'll have him play some Dance Dance Revolution. Wouldn't it? Do you think you'd do it? What are you looking for? What are you finding? we're going to send everybody over to Rudy, who we don't know. But he's streaming some Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. We got Super Punch-Out in this tournament. So tell him we say hello. Tell him what you've seen here. Find out if he's been out to the largest arcade in the world, the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us. Until next time, thanks, everybody. This is Stack Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. Hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody.